firm where power was currency and every detail was part of the performance, the right watch wasn't just an accessory. It was strategy, a silent nod that said, "I'm the one you answer to." And in the firm of Pearson Hardman, or Pearson Spectre, or Pearson Spectre Litt, or Litt Wheeler Williams Bennett, these weren't just lawyers. They were closers. And on their wrists, watches that spoke volumes. Not loud, but clear. And what makes Suits truly different from some of the other shows I've covered is the refreshingly diverse array of timepieces. From cheap and functional to egregiously expensive and over the top, the show featured everything from understated staples to statement pieces that screamed power. Some were aspirational, others suspiciously shiny, with at least one early season piece likely being a fake. Today we're stepping into the glass-walled offices and high-rise showdowns of Suits, breaking down the watches that match the ambition, vanity, and ruthlessness of the men and women who wore them. Starting with Harvey Spectre. This is a man who wins, who dresses for the job he wants and already has, who drinks Macallan 18 like it's on tap, and walks into every room like he owns the building. So naturally, the watch on his wrist has to match that energy. Enter the Patek Philippe reference 5004P021, a platinum split-seconds chronograph with perpetual calendar. Ultra rare, ultra complicated, and currently trading for a jaw-dropping $350,000 to $400,000 USD on the secondary market. This Patek Philippe is a powerhouse of horological engineering. Housed in a platinum 36.7mm case, it features a sapphire crystal and an intricately layered silver dial. Beneath the surface sticks the legendary caliper CHR 2770Q, complete with a split-seconds chronograph, perpetual calendar, and moon phase complication. Produced in extremely limited numbers, the 5004 series is revered among collectors for its combination of technical complexity and classic proportions. It's a truly outrageous piece, especially for Season 1, when Suits was still an unproven cable drama with a modest budget and a fresh cast. Which raises an eyebrow. Is the watch real? Given the sheer cost and the early timing, it's entirely possible we're looking at a high-end replica, especially since Harvey's character isn't seen rotating through different timepieces across the seasons. That said, the choice still speaks volumes. Whether it's authentic or not, the 5004P is a bold statement. A watch for a man who doesn't just play the game, but redefines the board. And whether the prop department meant it or not, that's exactly who Harvey Spectre is. Mike Ross. This is a man who never should have been in the room, and yet outsmarts everyone once he is. A photographic memory, a mind built for war in the courtroom, and just enough scrappiness to make it all believable. But unlike Harvey, Mike isn't about flash. He's about function. And nowhere is that clearer than on his wrist. In Season 1, Mike wears a humble Timex Atlantis 100, flipped inward on his wrist, a subtle but telling detail that reflects his roots as a bike messenger, not a Manhattan power player. It's utilitarian, affordable, you can pick one up for under $100 on eBay, and totally on-brand for a guy who's just trying to stay under the radar while faking his way into a high-powered law firm. According to actor Patrick J. Adams, the choice to wear it reversed was intentional, a small character quirk that stuck, quietly underscoring Mike's introspective, outsider nature. I made that choice early on, and it just stuck. When we started the show, I made little choices that I built a backstory for, and liked the idea of putting things in there that maybe the writers could explain at some point if they wanted to. Sometimes they pick up on it and becomes part of the character and talked about on the show, and then sometimes it's just a thing you do that is just something that helps you get ready to shoot a scene, like the watch facing towards the body. The Timex Atlantis 100 features a resin case, digital quartz movement, indiglo backlight, and 100-meter water resistance, all packed into a rugged and affordable design that prioritizes function over flash. But as Mike climbs the ranks, his watch changes too. By Season 4, he's traded up to a Hamilton Jazzmaster small seconds automatic, a sleek mid-tier Swiss timepiece that signals professional success without screaming for attention. It boasts a 40mm stainless steel case, automatic movement, ETA 2895-2, a small second subdial at 6 o'clock, sapphire crystal, and comes on a steel bracelet or leather strap. Priced around $1,000, it's a classic lawyer's watch, reliable, elegant, and still grounded. It becomes his go-to through the heart of the series, until he leaves Pearson Spectre and returns to his roots, dusting off the old Timex and, once again, pulling the bike out of the closet. You can pick one of these up on the used market today for around $400 USD. Litt. This is a man driven by insecurity and ego in equal measure. Desperate for approval, obsessed with legacy, and always feeling like he's one emotional outburst away from implosion. He's not Harvey, he's not Mike, he's Lewis, and his watch choices are surprisingly modest, and all the more interesting for it. In Season 2, Lewis is seen wearing the Omega Speedmaster Rattrapante chronometer reference 354050, mounted on a black alligator leather strap. Released in 1999, the Rattrapante, or Split Seconds chronograph, is a bit of a forgotten gem in Omega's catalogue, overshadowed by its Moonwatch cousin and discontinued after a short run in the early 2000s. Today, good examples on a steel bracelet can be found for $2,750 to $4,500 on Chrono24, making it a rare but accessible piece. In some ways, it's the perfect Lewis watch, complex, underappreciated, and a little off the beaten path. Later in the series, Lewis trades in the Speedmaster for something much louder, a Festina Chronosport reference F16-4883, a chunky 44.5mm chronograph on a flashy stainless steel bracelet. At first glance, it might pass for a high-end dive watch, but in reality, it's a budget-friendly piece that retails for under $200. And that's what makes it so lit. It looks impressive, wears big, and absolutely dominates a close-up, even if the horological pedigree isn't quite there. Lewis's watches don't scream wealth or prestige. They're not about heritage or flex. They're about being seen. And that's why his watches, modest though they may be, might just be the most honest of them all. Jessica Pearson. Power isn't just something Jessica Pearson commands. It's something she embodies. Always composed, always calculated, she doesn't raise her voice to assert control. She raises an eyebrow. And in a world dominated by loud personalities and louder timepieces, her watch choice speaks volumes through understatement. Jessica wears a Cartier Tank Solo Large in 18-karat yellow gold with a black alligator strap, one of the most elegant and iconic watches ever made. If I'm right about the exact model, then it features a 27.4mm by 34.8mm 18-karat yellow gold case, quartz movement, silvered opaline dial, blue steel hands, and a black alligator leather strap with Ardillon buckle, balancing luxury with minimalistic grace. While Harvey's Patek screams power, Jessica's tank simply radiates it. No need to show off when you're already at the top. And that's it for this video. What series do you want me to cover next? Let me know down in the comment section below. Until next time, thanks for checking out the watch list.